So welcome back, guys. How do you do? Today we're doing a transplant. That means one comes out and the other one goes in. So the transplant will be non-tropical today for a change. It'll be very, very cold temperate trees. We're talking removing the peaches and putting in plums. Why? Well, I've discussed it a few times. If you watch those really long videos that are 30 to 50 minutes long, I don't blame you if you don't though. Long videos are not everyone's cup of tea. Wow, I can't believe it. The neighbor's gardener just arrived. As soon as I started filming. So I'll just wait for him to finish off. He's pretty quick, he only takes like 20 to 30 minutes. Unlike me, I take 3 to 4 hours. That's the difference between paying someone and doing it yourself, right? There's a different kind of care involved. Well, I decided not to wait. I'll do this anyway. So we're taking out the 2 peaches here and replacing with 2 plums, guys. And there's multiple reasons why I'm doing this today. All right, I'm standing a little further away. The peaches have had leaf curl for 6 years and I haven't been able to eradicate it because you have to not spray once or twice or even 3 times. You need to spray as many times as needed. And I'm not gonna be chained to spraying peaches. As many times as needed can mean anything, right? So 6 years, 5 years was enough. I've had enough. So that's one reason. The second reason is the 2 plums that are there now in the ground, they're not producing fruit. And the reason for that is pollination issues. So this is the green gauge prune plum, and it's not producing, guys. It's only it's teasing us with 1, 2 or 3 plums, right? When it should be 300. And the same with this guy. This is the Coe's golden drop, right? 2 or 3 plums when it should be 300. These are huge trees. These are not dwarf. They're full size. And the thing is, they're meant to pollinate each other. These 2 plums are meant to pollinate each other according to the tags that came with them, but they're not doing that. In 6 years, they have not pollinated each other. So I don't know who's making up the tags at Fleming's nursery. Guys, you need to do some more research. So I did my own research instead, right? I found, or I discovered, that this variety here, the Robe des Sergeant, is the perfect pollinator for both plums, right? I haven't put it to the test yet, but that's through my research, online information. And this one here, the sugar plum, right? This one I have put to the test and it worked. This actually pollinated the green gauge at the back. So, see here it says the damson plum. The damson plum is self-pollinating, doesn't need any help. So again, misinformation on here. Yeah, like I said, it's an amazing day. We're going straight to the beach when I'm finished here doing this work. But I wanted to show you just quickly how the green gauge at the back here, which I've had for 8 years, has absolutely erupted with fruit for the first time in 8 years. Right, now, you've seen this before, and if you haven't, welcome to the channel. And the reason why it's exploded, guys, is because of this guy here, which is being smothered by sugarcane. This guy here was all it took. Hang on. Was all it took for the green gauge to explode over there with fruit. And what is it? What's the change I made after 8 years? Prune d'Agen. Prune d'Agen, right? Which is a prune. And that's all it took for the job to be at hand. I also planted an apricot tree, but I don't think that would have had any effect on the green gauge. Right, these two dwarf trees I planted last year, a year ago, and this apricot is loaded in its first year. It's amazing. Look at that. Apricot does so well here. So let's go back to the front now, where we can continue our job. And speaking of the damson, before we leave, that's loaded every year since I planted the damson, but not the green gauge next to it. This is the first time it's set so much fruit. First time, guys. So I'm really excited. On the tag of the green gauge it says to pollinate with a damson. Wrong. The damson has never pollinated the green gauge in 8 years. So I'm a little peed off at these nurseries for getting that wrong. I had to put my own sugar plum in the ground, the d'Agen, for these results. Oh, and we've got some more plums here. These are Japanese, not the European ones that we're dealing with today. This is the, I think this is the Satsuma. Not sure, I lost the tag. This is 12, no, not 12, what am I saying? 20 years old. I planted that 20 years ago. Yeah, and it's loaded. I don't know where that got its pollinator from, because I don't have any other Japanese plum on the property. I used to, but I pulled it out. Oh man, I should have known that today's the day that the gardener comes every fortnight, every 2 weeks. Okay, let's get working. I haven't done anything yet. Waiting for these guys to leave. It's been 15 minutes. They're halfway through. It's quite amazing what 2 people can do with a ride-on mower. Like I said, it takes me 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours to do both the front and back. All right, so this is the plan. The plan is we're going to chop up this peach tree, and we're going to chop up this peach tree. See how the new growth is coming now? That's what always happens. Leaf curl in spring, and in summer, brand new healthy leaves. I don't want to go through that every year. It's very annoying to deal with. I'm not going to sit there picking leaves, right? This is leaf curl here. I'm done with it, guys. I'm done with spraying. I'm done with peaches such as these. This is the Golden Queen. Beautiful late season peach that comes in March. And this is Kim's favorite, the donut peach, also known as the satin peach in America. And that's getting its new leaves too, after that deathly look that it's had for the last 2 months. Right? See those yucky leaves? Well, they're getting replaced. By Christmas, this will be a brand new tree. But we're not going there again and again and again. All right, so cut, remove. Okay, that's the donut peach. Butchered. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Oh. Okay, we're done with the Golden Queen peach as well. Whew. So now we just got to remove it, and remove the donut peach too. Stage by stage, guys. Then I have to get rid of all this nasty growth, which is probably infested with aphids, and well, I haven't seen any aphids, but they'll be coming. They usually come in the middle of summer, like January, February. But the eggs, yeah, so we had to sacrifice the peaches this year. Sorry, Kim. Sorry, dear. Next year. And I'm not going to be a nice guy. I'm going to be very rough. I'm not going to be nice to these guys. They haven't been nice to me. So why should I be nice to them, right? 6 years or 7? Can't remember. 6, 7 years. 5 to 7 years. The plums are 7 to 8 years. Yeah. And they're not giving any fruit. These gave fruit. The peaches fruited, but at a cost, guys. That's with me standing there with a spray gun for half the year, spraying them. That's not fun. So now we've come to the point where the tree is very, very, very loose. But it's not coming, guys. No matter what, it's not coming. So we don't want to damage. Well, it's already damaged, but we don't want to destroy the main roots. So we get this guy here. This guy to the rescue. Right? And find the roots. Right? Okay. Tree number 1 is out. So now we take this donut peach and we put it in its new temporary home until it recovers and until we can mess around with it with a leaf curl and whatever curl. Let it curl away. At least now it's no longer taking up valuable space. It's joining the other 2 stone fruit which were pulled out last year to make way for tropicals. The Indian peach and the nectarine here. And as you can see, they've both recovered from leaf curl without me spraying them. And this one, this Indian peach, even has 1 fruit on it somewhere, which I have to bag, because last year when it got 1 fruit, the birds knocked it off. How's that for a final slap? Huh? Whatever nature doesn't do, the birds make sure they fill in the blank. Alright guys, let's pull out the golden queen now. Okay. Second peach is out. Thanks to this guy here for making life so much easier. Oh wow. Highly recommend this guy here. What are they called? It's called a reciprocating saw. Reciprocating. That's the name of it right there. Bunnings. $100 or less. Okay, now that I have the trees here, we have to do one more thing, and that is clean up the damaged roots from that reciprocating saw, guys. That was like very, very harsh. So I'm gonna go around and cut, right, the nasty roots that this transplant caused. All right, be right back. And we are done. Wow, that took me an hour and a half, guys. Can you believe it? And I still have to dispose of the cuttings there. So plum number 1 and plum number 2. Very, very simple. Not easy, because I don't know why the soil was there was a lot of roots in there. A lot of roots. I don't know if they were from the 2 existing plums on either side, but there was a lot of a lot of crisscrossing roots in there, going through there, and that plum. I wonder if that had anything to do with the degradation of the peaches. Don't know. But anyway, this is done. I watered that one, and now I'm gonna give it the sea salt, right? The seaweed treatment after it's been watered in. So let's do that next. So that's for half a bucket for each tree. I'm gonna water these again tomorrow. Beautiful. I love me newly planted trees, especially ones that behave like stone fruit. So now we just top up the pots with soil of the peaches and give them sea salt too, right? Yeah, so it's almost halfway filled with soil at the bottom, and we just top it up with the native soil from the ground where they came from. So this is their own soil that they were in for the last 6 years. So they should be quite familiar with it. We're not going to use any store purchased soil. No fancy antsy amendments, guys. That's what I did with these 2 last summer or last spring, and they're doing fine with native soil, right? I gave them a slow release fertilizer pellets on top. That's all they're getting. Remember, this is emergency rescue, this section here. It's not the pampering section. The non-tropicals do not get any pampering at all whatsoever. In the ground or in a pot, and you're on your own. And if you don't make it, see you later. Bye-bye now. Okay, let's top up the soil. Okay, these are all done now. And now we're gonna go and finish off our job by putting all these in the garden waste bin for the city council, rather than where I would normally put tree cuttings in the mulch area. But we're not going to do it with these. Okay guys, we're done. 2 hours. Whew. Yep. And this is all done too. Right? Okay. Oh, the beach is calling for me, guys. Our first beach day after a whole week stuck in a wintry Melbourne. Wow, I was this close to flying out again and going up to the tropics, but I bit my tongue and swallowed the blood. All right, guys, this is what it's all about. It's all about this guy here, the green gauge, our favorite plum in the whole wide world. Highly recommended, highly. What it remains now is keeping the birds away in summer. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a big thumbs up. Oh man, I think I lost half a kilo in sweat. Thanks, guys. Remember to subscribe if you haven't to the channel. See you from the next one.